God damn it. My mouse is gone again. Google that real quick. Got it. That's what I need to change. Settings. Go back into settings and re-enable it. And I still can't see my cursor. Alright, I'm just gonna rock with it. Surely it can't be that bad. It'll make for interesting dialogue, at least, when I start swearing because I can't see shit. Shows up in the preview, but it doesn't actually show up in the game. Oh, what's up, Loak? What was I getting all this dust for again? I completed this quest. So that's not what the dust was for. Oh no, I don't wanna do that. I need the dust for this. And I need another hopper. I get another hopper, I can get another semi-automatic going to allow me to produce water more efficiently, even though I have an infinite water source. Why isn't that showing the game? It's doing that shit again. I thought I was done with this issue. Why you bully me? Well, you can see it, and I can see the cursor, so I guess that's good. Good enough. I can't see my hotbar, though. Who needs to see that? What's up? Welcome, Paul. Stick, hammer. Hammer, gravel. No, don't put gravel there. Put gravel. Put stack of gravel here. Save gravel. Save gravel to make gravel. Turn some of the gravel into sand. Once I have a stack of 64 sand, I can then take the dust and start producing water. Or I can break my hammer again. Stone, stick, hammer. Do I have fruit in my hotbar? I don't, but I do have it in my inventory. Hammer. Okay, I got a stack of dirt that I can turn into sand. I appreciate the follow. Gotta connect that so Vein Miner will actually get it. Is that a stack? That is a stack, so I don't need any more sand for the time being. Now I can focus on getting some more iron, make a hopper to automate branches or leaves and saplings going into this thingy, to make water to go into this thingy, to mix with the dust to make clay blocks, to make the grout. I think my tone might convey that I don't like this game, but I love this game. Another hammer. I appreciate the follow. And the likes. Thank you.
The journey is real says you're very welcome.
Why am I doing dirt? I'm supposed to be doing cobble.
The journey is real says you play on PC?
Yep. I do have Xbox, and my buddy has a PlayStation 5, but for the most part I play on PC.
The journey is real says I only have the PS5.
The
journey is real says my son has a PC.
Well, every gamer's a good gamer, unless, you know, you're a bad person, in which case I'd say that's the only bad gamer. Appreciate the follow. See, did I get any iron out of that? I sure did. I sure did get enough to make another hopper to make more water to make
The journey
clay.
is real says people tell me I'm not a real Minecrafter because I use creative.
Bruh, don't let people tell you that. Creative Minecraft is one of the most expressive forms of Minecraft because you have zero limitations on what you can do.
The journey is real says my son introduced me to Minecraft about 8 months ago.
Word. How do you like it so far? Not getting too caught up with mods or what does what and what effect has what, are you?
The journey is real says I started in survival and that caused me anxiety.
Yeah, sometimes the music on this game, you probably already know, but like if you're in the caves and shit.
The journey is real says no, I just enjoy building.
The cave music is horrifying. See, I really enjoy modded Minecraft.
The journey is real says yes, it is.
Yeah, because modded Minecraft lets me do crazy things. Like,
The journey is real says what does modded mean?
so on PC and on some
The
consoles.
journey is real says for Minecraft.
It's a bit harder on consoles to do, but it's not impossible. But on PC, you can add custom files to the game that let me do things like this, where if I take a block of dirt, I can put it in the sieve and I can get resources from it. Whereas in vanilla Minecraft, that's not a thing. And then, what was the key binding? Uh-oh. I forgot the map button.
The journey is
Shit.
real, says oh, that makes sense. I must play vanilla.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing vanilla, though. It's just as fun as any other version of Minecraft. I just like the intricacy of modded. It can get so complex. There's a mod called Mechanism, which lets you create a fusion reactor.
The journey is real, says oh wow.
Yeah. The mods go kind of crazy. Why do I have so many stone pebbles? Be gone from my inventory. Be inserted into that one. One bucket. There's gotta be a way I can automate
The journey
this.
is real, says how long have you been playing Minecraft?
I have been playing since I was like 12 years old. I'm 27 now, so that's a few years. What am I thinking? Fluid.
The journey is real, says oh wow, that is a while.
Yeah. I never get bored of it though. I always come back to Minecraft. It's a real easy to get into comfort game. Transfer node.
The journey is real, says you're my oldest son's age.
Word. How do I get redstone? Iron sieve. Ew. That's not happening for a minute. That costs a lot of iron.
The journey is real, says I'm an older Minecraft player Lolo.
And nothing wrong with being a little bit older. I like to think that in all aspects of life, everybody starts a journey at a different point. And just because you start at a different point doesn't mean you're any less qualified to be on that journey.
The journey is real, says yes, so true.
Now, I will say I might be 27, but I feel like I'm in my mid 40s. I was in the army for 6 years and I messed up my back. So now I feel like an old man.
The journey is real, says oh no.
It's all good though. I would prefer a working back, but you know, they do compensate you for things like that.
The journey is real, says yes.
Alright. Water out. I need to farm trees. Saplings can go in my offhand, axe in the main hand.
The journey is real, says I like the way your materials and items look.
This is Minecraft version 1.12.2, so it's a bit older. I'm playing an older mod pack called Stoneblock 2, just because it's familiar to me and it's easy for me to test out my streaming and get practice with video editing. A lot of the textures have changed.
The journey is real says great idea.
I try to have good ones. My ideas aren't always great, but sometimes.
The journey is real says cherry blossom trees are my favorite.
Cherry blossom trees are pretty cool. I think for me, my favorite is, at least that I have access to in this version, is gonna have to be dark oak. I like the way the dark texture blends with spruce.
The journey is real says yes. Dark oak is awesome.
Yes, sir. Every tree other than acacia has a purpose.
The journey is real says I've built huge trees.
See, I was kind of mentioning earlier, my thing really isn't the building in Minecraft. I used to be super into redstone engineering. I like the technical aspects of it. I got a buddy, his name's Trevor. He's really good at the design side of things.
The journey is real says I don't know how to do the redstone a tough.
It can be pretty complicated, man.
The journey is real says stuff.
It gets real complicated real fast. Like, I could make secret doorways pretty easily, but I'm nowhere near the level of some people who can replicate Doom. Which is funny considering I know how to make a fusion reactor in one of the mods. Or not a fusion reactor, a fission reactor. Because there is a difference. And if you try to run a fission reactor like you run a fusion reactor, it will blow up.
The journey is real says I have a player that comes on my world. He makes amazing builds and uses the rest 1 powder stuff.
Uses a lot of redstone dust in his builds.
The journey is real says redstone powder.
Put these into my inventory. I should be able to put that there, that there.
The journey is real says or whatever it's called lol.
Okay, that's the crafting recipe. Yeah. Redstone can definitely make a great accent piece. My brain had a thought. It was gonna say that thought, and then it lost that thought.
The journey is real says he also built underwater so we can breathe under there.
Nice. Underwater bases are underrated. Does this mod pack have what I think it has? If it does, that would be awesome. It does. I can show you something really cool that, and I can show you it right now.
The journey is real says I have one that looks just like on land.
Another cool thing about modded Minecraft, there's a mod called Chisel, which allows you to change the design of things just by clicking on them. But you can also open it like an inventory, put things in and get designs that aren't in vanilla.
The journey is real, says oh goodness, that is amazing.
It really is. It takes decorating to a whole new territory. Cause like, I'm not good at designing things, but with this mod pack, I can still make designs.
The journey is real, says how'd I get that? Is it for PS5?
There is a way, but it's pretty complicated. It's honestly easiest just to have a little laptop you use for PC gaming if you want to mod Minecraft. Doesn't have to be anything too extravagant. But you can technically mod consoles. It just requires somebody with PC knowledge and a flash drive.
The journey is real, says oh, and I build huge mazes.
I wish I could build mazes. I get lost in my own maze if I tried. I think
The journey
just
is real,
arrived.
says this tool would be awesome for that.
Oh yeah, I could totally see this being used to create
Paul
like a...
Larkin says sup.
What's up, Paul? To create a cracked mossy cobblestone texture around.
The journey is real, says yes.
Alright, that should be enough water for another... But yeah, it doesn't take too strong of a laptop to run a mod pack like the one that I'm running right now. Although this mod pack is very tedious. If you just wanted the singular mod, you could do that as well though. I mod everything through CurseForge.
Paul Larkin says why not set the pattern in the Chiselui?
Is that a... That's a thing I can do, isn't it? It's been so long since I played this game that I forgot that I could put a block in there. I think it works that way, right? Which one was it? Crap. Was it this one? No, it was the next one. Yeah, this one. Shout out to you, man. I would have sat here and done this whole thing. And it'll come back up on this one. Ooh, gotta undo that. Undo these ones later. Or I can make it look like I did it intentionally.
Paul Larkin says nice base though, I have a boring skyblock one.
Appreciate it.
The journey is real, says do you have a YT channel?
I do have a YouTube channel. I don't have much content out on that YouTube channel just yet. What I've been doing is I have been recording my live streams and then posting the full unedited live streams onto YouTube. And then I go back and I edit the YouTube video and make a smaller version of it to practice my editing skills. And I also play more than just Minecraft. I have an intro video on there. I need to remake that eventually. Not my best work, but you know, post everything, regardless of quality.
The journey is real says that's what I do, except I'm not that great with editing.
So I use an application called Shortcut. It's pretty user friendly once you figure it out. It's not super complicated. It would require access to a laptop or a PC though. Oh, I need more.
The journey is
Good.
real says I have to use my phone.
I don't know if it's on the phone. I have not checked. What application do you use on your phone to edit?
The journey is real says YT create.
Oh yeah, YouTube does have its own thing, doesn't it? I didn't think about that. I gotta sneeze.
The journey is real says yes, it's pretty good. The journey is real says bless you.
Thank you. You know, I think that ties back into the whole everybody starts their journey at some point, and just because you're not starting at the same
The
point
journey
doesn't
is
mean
real says you're
less
welcome.
qualified. I personally don't think I'm good at editing videos either, which is why I do the practice. I appreciate the follow, man. Ooh, I almost vein mined the entire bush. That would have been bad. Would have broken my axe earlier than I needed.
The journey is real says I appreciate that because I get so many tro s.
The way I think about trolls is there's something in their life that makes them feel the need to go out and be a menace to other people. And I just don't need to let that energy affect me. It's not always easy to think that way, but at the end of the day, they're just a person on the other side of a screen. Sometimes they're not even a person on the other side of the screen. Sometimes they're just a bot. Give me tree. I did not get very many saplings from that.
The journey is real says I agree.
Yeah. I will admit, sometimes I like to troll the trolls back, though. I'm going to need a controller.
The journey is real says I'm not witty enough lol.
It just takes a little bit of practice. The best part about trolling a troller is what you say does not have to make sense. You can push out some utter nonsense. Sometimes that actually aggravates them more.
The journey is real says that's right lol.
I'm gonna need a drain. And then what else did I need? I'm gonna need a faucet, a basin, and a tank. Which means I need to smelt a couple sand.
The journey is real says I'm glad I found your stream.
I'm glad you found my stream too, man.
The journey is real says you have a great outlook.
Thank you.
The journey is real says you're welcome.
I'm gonna need more torches. I also shouldn't be using the hammer for this. I should be using the actual pickaxe that I made. Tree. Glass. Out the way, bush. See, I think it was this? No? Was it this? No? What the heck was it? Oh, it was this. Oh, that takes up so much more than I thought. So much less glass than I thought.
The journey is real says are you going to get storms?
Yeah, I am in one of the areas that are about to get hit by the storms.
The journey is real says I'm in Midwest.
I'm over in Indiana. So we're expecting some
The journey is real says
pretty
so am
cold.
I.
Oh, word.
The journey is real says Jeffersonville.
I'm Evansville. Good old Evansville, Indiana. I actually just moved up here not too long ago. I should say over here. I drove all the way from Washington State to Indiana.
The journey is real says oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive. I'd do it again, though.
The journey is real says that's a super long drive.
Only a few days of sleeping in my car. I just think I'm
The
fortunate
journey is
enough.
real says what made you drive?
I was living in Washington and my mental health wasn't doing too great, so I decided I needed to change of pace. And fortunately, I had a friend who served with me who lives out here. He said I could come live with him for a while. And I said, okay.
The journey is real says that is such a courageous move you did for your own well-being.
Well, no one else was going to make the move for me.
The journey is real says I'm proud of you for doing that.
Thank you.
The journey is real says you're welcome. The journey
Which
is real says my youngest son deals with agoraphobia.
I kind of struggle with that a bit as well. I used to get panic attacks when I would go places. I say used to, I still do. I actually, if it's not too much information to say this, um, I had to
The journey
stop.
is real says he hasn't left the house in 3 years.
Ooh, that's rough. I had to stop 2 different times on the first day that I started my move because I had panic attacks that caused me to throw up, and I didn't want to throw up in my car. Oh,
The
appreciate the
journey is
follow.
real says that's fair.
Yeah, I had that happen a few
Hello
times
there.
as well on the way to an appointment. Oh, thank you for the share. And thank you for the likes. And mental health can be weird. I think it's just a little bit of cosmic justice on my part, though, because I used to have a cousin who would not go outside. And I used to make fun of him for it, and now I get panic attacks when I go outside.
The journey is real says I feel that's how the universe works.
Yeah, so I wasn't always a good person with a good head on my shoulders, but I try to be the best person that I can be now.
The journey is real says that is what counts.
I like to think so. It's actually one of the reasons I got into
The journey is
streaming.
real says my son would say the same about himself.
I started getting into streaming, one, to force myself to do something so that I'm not just sitting stagnant, and two, so that maybe I can have interactions like this that I can record and put on the internet, and maybe someone who's feeling a bit down on their luck sees it and has an epiphany about life.
The journey is real says that is so inspiring actually.
Everyone's got to be inspired by somebody, right?
The journey is real says I agree. The journey is real says I haven't been okay since September of 2024. My dad unexpectedly passed. The journey is real says so I appreciate you keep going no matter how you feel. The journey is real says it's encouraging. The journey is real says it helps me know my son will be okay. The journey is real says I can't hear you.
Oh, my mic's been muted this whole time. Ah, that makes me feel dumb. All right, what was the last thing you heard me say?
The journey is real says it was before I mentioned my dad passed.
Okay, so after you said that, I asked if it would be all right if I asked what happened. If not, that's okay. I don't want you to share anything you're not comfortable with sharing.
The journey is real says from a. The journey is real says attack.
So really sudden then.
The journey is real says. The journey is real says yes.
Loss of any kind is hard. I remembered to unmute this time. And then the other thing I said was,
The journey is real says it wouldn't let me say H-E-A-R-T.
oh, that's funny. That's weird, but it's funny. The other thing I said, though, was that's a big thing with people with mental health struggles is as long as they have a good support network, they will be okay.
The journey is real says oh good.
And there are exceptions to that rule.
The
But for
journey
the
is
most
real
part,
says I worry about my son all the time.
I think the fact that you worry and that you care, that in itself probably means a lot to your son.
The journey is real says he still lives at home with me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's good. It can be nice to have family members close. I'm not too close with my own family, but I understand the appeal. Where did I get mechanical crafters from? What the heck? That must have been a quest reward or something.
The journey is real says I'm not either. I have my children, that's it.
Well, it's good you have somebody. I have my chosen family. I consider the guy who I moved in with, the guy I served with, he's like a brother to
The
me.
journey is real says I'm very grateful. The journey is real says thank you for your service.
You ain't gotta thank me for my service. I was a computer nerd. I fixed people's emails.
The journey is real says I appreciate it either way.
Well, I appreciate you appreciating my service. I think it's almost been 3 years since I got out. Cook up some more.
The journey is real says what branch?
I was in the army. I spent almost my entire career over at Fort Stewart.
The journey is real says I didn't serve. I didn't pass the medical exam.
Well, not everybody does.
The journey is real says I'm a cancer survivor X2.
You know what? That is an achievement. That is cool as fuck. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but like, that's a badass thing to be able to say, dude.
The journey is real says I'm so thankful to be alive.
I struggle with that sometimes. But I made people promises that I have to keep. So whether I'm grateful or not that I'm alive,
The journey is real says I used to. The journey is real says I'm grateful to have had this conversation.
Me too. Ah, my mouse almost fell off the table. All right. I can place these down so they're not in my inventory.
The journey is real says about 3 months ago, I promised myself I would start practicing gratitude.
I should probably make myself that same promise. I just don't know if I'm in the right headspace to make that promise to myself quite yet.
The journey is real says I was in a terrible place at the time. I didn't mean it at first. What I would say I'm grateful.
Oh,
The journey
I
is real says then after a month, it started working.
I'm glad it started working for you, man. I did give it a shot for like a
The journey
year.
is real says I started to truly being grateful.
It just never caught on for me. Like, I think I just wasn't in the right environment. But I do need to go a little bit earlier than I planned. I appreciate you hanging out with me in live. And I will ask, because we've talked about some pretty deep subjects here. Typically, I record my lives and then I post them. If you don't want our conversation going on the internet, since we've talked about some heavy things, I will not post this.
The journey is real says thank you so much. Yes, you can post.
All right, I appreciate you, man. I will catch you another time, though. I hope your day goes well.
The journey is real says sound good. You too.
Peace.